y'all, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. For those of you who may or may not already know, my name is Alex, aka Yellowberry.
I'm like, damn, you so fine, girl, what is your sign? She say I'm a Sagittarius, I'm a Capricorn, the beginning and end. I got a friend for your friend, hey, I'm making all of this money to spend. Deal stores buying.
Hey, I don't bite. And by the title of today's video, you already know why we are here. We are gonna get into Gianna Zoë's 8-month update. Today, she turns 9 months old. Now I regret it. Like back when she was like 4 months, 5 months, 3 months, I'm like, oh my gosh, where's time going? But now she's 9 months. Like, I don't know where time is going. But without further ado, let's get into this video. So in today's video, we're going to discuss everything from teething, breastfeeding, language, milestones, and all of that. So for starters, Miss Gianna Zoë, as you guys know, is 9 months today. Today is April 30th. So let's start with breastfeeding. So I have been breastfeeding, for those of you who are on my motherhood journey. I have been breastfeeding Gianna since day one, and I am still breastfeeding her. However, we have incorporated solids into her daily meals because at this point, breast milk is just not enough for her to develop properly. Breastfeeding is definitely still going well. I'm not stressed out about it in any way, shape, or form. I don't have a schedule with it. It's just, you know, whenever she wants to drink, we drink. And I know that babies have to have a certain amount of milk. I'm not too sure what the amount of milk they should be having at this age is, but I feed her frequently enough. She gets milk throughout the night because she falls asleep on my boob, so we good in that department. She actually does have a doctor's appointment tomorrow, May 1st, so I'll talk to the doctor more about things like that, but I believe Gianna's fine. She soils her diapers frequently, and she has wet diapers frequently, so I'm not concerned about like her food intake or her water intake or anything like liquid intake. However, I am thinking about weaning her off. I don't think that I want to go past a year breastfeeding Gianna just because she's physically too big. Like, if you guys know me, I am really small, and even now I feel like I'm struggling with her to breastfeed her because like she's probably the size of my torso. Like, I'm a very small person, so I can only just imagine like how much bigger Gianna is going to get when she's like 1.5, 2 years old. Even though I want to wean her, I just want to wean her off of breastfeeding, not so much of breast milk. However, I have not really started to, you know, start that weaning process. But for any moms, can you please comment down below, like, how did you begin weaning your child? Like, how did that go for you guys? I really need some advice on that. And lastly, about breastfeeding, Gianna does not bite my nipple as much anymore, but I do know that when she does it purposely. Like, Gianna will take my nipple like a hamburger like this and bite it, and she'll make direct eye contact with me. Like, that's the part that I'm just like, why am I still caught by surprise every time she does it? She looks me directly in my eyes, pinches it, bites it, and when I say, ouch, Gianna, don't do that, she'll literally start grinning, guys. I'm like, oh girl, the Leo in you just shows every day. Next, let's talk about food. So I do make Gianna's food. I puree everything. As of last week, we started her on actual solids with the food company called Tiny Organics. My friend is actually a chef for them, so that's why I trusted to give her that food. Everything is organic, everything is made, it is what it is. There's no preservatives, nothing like that. That's why I decided to give her Tiny Organics. But before then, I make all Gianna's food. I'll boil it or just put it straight inside of her blender and puree it up and give it to her. With Tiny Organics, I was a little shocked because I don't really give Gianna whole pieces of food. We do try to like practice pincer grasp with her and things of that nature, but she's just not really into the fruits that I do offer her. But Gianna clearly does know how to pick things up and put it to her mouth. Caleb was actually practicing with grapes. It seems like she really likes grapes because it's so high in sugar, and I noticed I give her like a lot of sugary foods like carrots, sweet potato, fruits. We were kind of like, we don't really know if we want to keep giving her like fruits to pick up, and I just didn't get around to like boiling other things to give it to her. Oh, actually, I also tried with broccoli. One day was a hit, one day it wasn't, but whatever. So with the Tiny Organics, it's actually whole pieces of food. So there was a food called like a baby burrito, and it had like whole pieces of corn kernels, whole pieces of rice, whole pieces of red beans inside of it. And y'all know me, I'm just a little daredevil. So I just gave it to Gianna, and she actually took it and she's eating it. So I would say she's on track with that. I was a little concerned because I'm like, oh, I haven't been practicing pincer grasp with her and her knowing how to pick up foods with her fingers and put it in her mouth. So I was afraid that she might have been delayed in that area, but it seems like she's not, because even with the tiny organics, I could put it on her tray and she'll pick it up and eat it. So God held me down with that one. Gianna is still suffering from constipation, not so much fissures, because I was putting more olive oil in her food. If you guys watched her 7-month update from last month, I told you guys that she suffered from fissures and I gave her olive oil and it was just a smooth move from there. So now whenever I make Gianna's foods, like if I make her like her savory foods, like her carrots, her potatoes, her broccoli, things of that nature, I will put the olive oil inside of it and Gianna will have a nice bowel movement. However, because we started her with the tiny organics last week, I have not gotten a bowel movement yet from her. I might have to make her own food and incorporate some olive oil in it, or I might just put some olive oil in the tiny organics. I'm not sure how I'm going to do that just as yet, but I don't know. It's like whatever I put in Gianna's mouth, she just gets constipated. And lastly, we started her on a Sippy cup, the Munchkin 360. She likes that cup. It's working out for us. And the reason why I started on an Oral 360 is because literally so many moms are like, oh, I love this cup. It works for the kids. It's spill proof, and it also is like one of the dentist's top recommended cups for children. A lot of these like training cups are still bottles with like 2 handles on the side. And Gianna's getting bigger. She doesn't even really take a bottle right now. Besides like when I have to pump and I'm going out, Gianna's not a bottle fed baby. So I did not want to give her something that now she's gonna drink from almost every day, and it's a nipple. You know, I just wanted to make sure that she's gonna continuously, gradually develop into drinking out of cups on her own. I am still also using shot glasses, which is like a, you know what a shot glass is, I gotta explain that. But I use that so she could practice how to drink out of a regular cup, and it's going pretty well. For those of you parents who are like, how did the kids drink out of the Munchkin 360? Because I was so not concerned, but I was just so confused, like how does the water come out? But it seems as if the kid is supposed to sip it like a straw. I actually tried it myself. I put it to my mouth and like you suck it and the water comes out. It's so much easier than it looks. It's crazy. Next, let's get into mobility. So this one is kind of tricky. I don't think Gianna is walking or crawling as yet. However, if you like Google what walking and crawling is, technically Gianna is walking and crawling. But I think that she will officially learn how to walk by herself before she crawls, because that's all Gianna practices right now. So she'll hold on to things and she knows how to walk against the couch. She'll walk alongside of her crib. As long as she can hold on to something, Gianna's fine. She'll walk by herself, but she doesn't know how to like walk by herself, like without holding on to anything just as yet. And when it comes to crawling, it's like, Caleb and I were just talking about this last night. It's like she is making strides to crawl, but she doesn't practice it as much. Like if I put her on her stomach, she'll like get into like the Eiffel Tower position. I hope that's not a sexual position. Oh, nah, that's not it. That's not it. Okay, baby crawling positions. Okay, so this is what I was referring to as the Eiffel Tower. So Gianna will get into like that position. She'll get on her knees, but like she won't really like take the initiative to take one knee up, the other knee up, and get from one place to the other. However, she is rolling around. She knows how to get into those positions. I'll see her sometimes like one knee will go forward, but then she'll go on her stomach, and that's because she wants to. Like I don't even think it's just that. Like I just think that's her preferred decision. Like she wants to sit where she is right now, so she doesn't really want to move. She gets places, like if I turn around, she'll be in one place, so I turn around again, she's in another place. I don't know how she does it, but she does it. That's why I say like technically, because like they say when babies get into those positions and they know how to roll from front to back and back to front, things of that nature, technically she's crawling. But if you gotta ask me, she's not really crawling, you feel me? But walking, I could definitely say that she is walking, but like she's not really walking either, you know? Sounds. I mean, sign language isn't a sound, but I am still practicing sign language with her. I have incorporated more. All done. And there was one more I incorporated. What was it? Why can't I think about it right now? So yeah, I am still practicing sign language with her. Gianna is a very vocal kid. When she does not like something, she will let you know. Gladly let you know. So I want to be able to, and she's very temperamental. So I want to be able to ease her temperament by giving her another language that she can kind of, you know, reciprocate back and forth to us. If that's reciprocate the here, bird. Look who's here. But yeah, so a lot of babies' temperaments. One, I do believe is just, she talks so much too. Their temperaments are, you know, innate. I do believe that, and I also believe it is out of frustration because she's trying to talk and she can't really articulate what she's trying to say. So that's another reason why I teach her sign language. Yes. And what else? As you guys can see, she says mama, she says dad, dad, and she started pronouncing her S's. So she'll say things like dads, yes. You have food on your ear. But yeah, she started pronouncing her S's. She says the word. She actually says the word yes. Gianna, yes. 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 Gee, you just being real. Yes. 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 Well, she's not gonna do Gianna don't do nothing on cue whenever I ask her to do it. But yes. So she does say the word yes, mom, dad, and that's about it. That's like actually clear. And as far as teething, she has 4 teeth coming in right now. As you guys know, she has her 2 bottom teeth and she's getting these 4 top teeth right now. I know the tooth next to the 2 front teeth is like coming out of the gum, and her right front tooth is coming out. So I'm so excited to see that. Girl, her face is so dirty. Y'all know dad fed her because he did not wipe her face. Gianna, what is that just came out of your mouth? Yes. But that'll be all for our 8-month update. I don't think I missed anything, but if you guys have any questions, please comment down below. Y'all know I'm an open book. I'll let y'all in on whatever. But I want to thank you all for tuning into today's video. Happy 9 months to mommy and daddy's baby. See, this is from me. Look how big she is. Y'all think I still want to breastfeed this kid? She's too big for me. But make sure you guys give this video a big thumbs up, hit that red subscribe button, and I will see you in the next video.